Prince Andrew is currently answering 3 charges of rape and sexual abuse brought by Virginia Giuffre in a US civil court. Of course, he denies all of those allegations. It has been widely reported that the Queen is funding his defence. The money, it said, comes not from the public purse, but from the Queen's private duchy of Lancaster estate. Not that it's very easy to make a distinction between public and private money when it comes to the royals. As far as I understand, they don't have many normal jobs. But while we await the verdict on the motion that Andrew brought last week to have Giuffre's case dismissed, questions are being asked about how much longer the Queen would be prepared to bankroll him. Would she, for example, chip in for a settlement to keep the case out of public court? On that front, the Telegraph has reported that the Queen would be asked to contribute to the settlement were one to be agreed. Such a settlement would likely be in excess of £5 million. A condition for the royals to accept such a deal would be that it include a no admission of fault or liability clause, as well as a non-disclosure agreement. So, in other words, a gagging order. Andrew is also reported to be selling his Verbier ski chalet, which the Queen also helped him to buy. This idea that, it's not publicly funded money, so if the Queen is backing her son into, to fund an out-of-court settlement to a woman accusing him of multiple rapes, which, of course, I should say, he denies, it's a terrible look, isn't it, for the royal family?
I mean, look, there's no such thing as private income when it comes to the monarchy. Everything they have is by virtue of their public position, and that includes the private ownership of land and estate and the ability to monetize that land and those estates. They simply wouldn't have them if it wasn't for the fact that they have this public constitutional role. So leaving that aside for a second, what does this mean for the Queen? Well, in an age of republics, one of the ways in which the monarchy has been able to justify its continued existence in this country has been by appealing to the Queen's personal morality. So this is whether you are reading the dross pumped out by royal correspondence or whether you're watching The Crown. What you get the sense of is a woman who is deeply motivated by a sense of public service, of duty, of responsibility, and somebody who is self-sacrificing in the interest of all those things. Now, if you're paying for the legal defense for your son who is accused of sexual exploitation of a trafficked minor, and if you're pitching in for the settlement of such a case, even if it contains all sorts of non-liability clauses and all the rest of it, in terms of the court of public opinion, I do think that that does have a tarnishing impact. Now, for me, this isn't just about a snafu of PR. I think what this does is pull the veil back on what the monarchy really is. It is a group of people who for generations have been told that they are superior to everybody else because of their bloodline and have had that self-perception reinforced by untold wealth and immense power. Now, that is a set of circumstances which are inherently corrupting. I don't think it is possible for somebody to maintain their own moral compass, considering those are the forces at play in their own lives. And you see a kind of disenchantment of the Queen, which is, it's harder to maintain this idea of this uniquely moral woman if she is a participant in a uniquely immoral act, which is shielding somebody who has been accused of sexual exploitation of a minor.